Kazakhstan. Hey, border man.
Papa,
How are you, border?
how are you?
Very good to see you.
Yeah, even
Huh?
me, I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, you had a nice night last night?
Yes?
Last night? Have it been nice night?
It's a nice night.
Huh? You have been drinking, you should
No,
be riding.
No.
Huh?
I'm not taking alcohol.
You don't?
Yes.
Oh, it's a Sunday, you shouldn't be taking any at all. Huh?
Give me some money.
Oh, how? Why?
I take you.
No, I'm going for a little walk.
Okay, bye.
Lovely to see you. Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, this is, it's very sad and very, very difficult to actually feel how the entire world is existing now. The world population is struggling for jobs, employment. What we have done is modernize our world, and we are creating the populations from the rural villages to come into town for better life, improvement of life. The farming has been completely terminated across the globe. So more and more youngsters nowadays would rather have a modern life. The phone, I was speaking and found out that it costs 500, they top up 500 shillings and they keep texting, and these phone company giants are making millions and billions of profits across the globe. The richest man on the earth who owns a phone company in Mexico. And just about imagine how much of the profit is this person going to make continuously. Is that right? The phone company's man who owns the phone company in India is the richest in India. So just imagine where we are heading with these phones and the entire population rely on a phone and texting and all these social media companies. If you look at, they collectively own has enough wealth to try and feed the entire populations of this world and better the life of entire populations of this world. Yet, I doubt it very much would anyone have the intention to change and make the populations of this world better, give them better education and so on. Here in Uganda, it's even more worrying and concerning, and rest of the world, where the missionaries and the missions or the religious faiths from around the world are descending on these poor and impoverished nations, only to convert them and to make them follow religious ideologies and religious faiths, and only to make their lives even more reliant on these missions and missionary groups. And the response of that would be very sad. We don't actually encourage these people to self-trust them and self-believe in their own lives. Very, very sad indeed. I am at the Uganda airport. It's all the UN transporters and all those planes that have been used in the old days. Fantastic, right? The amount of material that we produce here in this world, and some of the most impoverished nations of the world have to put up with holding on to these redundant and obsolete products of the world. Once they've been exhausted of the modern world, they've been left to decay. These impoverished nations. I've been speaking to a security gentleman just now, and his monthly salary is 150,000 Ugandan shillings, and that's just under 57 US dollars a month. He has to pay his rent, survive on that, and what a shame. And also on the far side you have, what do we have, is a UN transporters. At least 20 or 30 of those planes are parked there. God knows how many of the road transporters are there, stuck in some warehouse or a parking lot. Very sad prospect. Here we have the China Communications Construction Company Limited. Seems they have committed to build the Kampala and Entebbe Expressway. Yeah. Thanks to the Chinese development program, massive expansion planning program and infrastructure building for the entire world is conducted by the Chinese today, and entail putting more emphasis on infrastructure and housing and construction work the entire African continent.